In this demonstration, we're going to look at the fermentation of a banana just by virtue of the yeast that are just naturally found on and in the banana. Yeast is a type of fungus, really, and so you can even rub the banana if you want against the peel, and then just mash it up as such. Then just put it in there in the jar. We're gonna mix it up a little bit more thoroughly. And what we're gonna do after we have all this mixed up is we're gonna take the baseline reading for the alcohol, and which there shouldn't really be any. So I'm gonna add here a 3/4 cup of sugar. We have 1 banana. And then we're gonna add about 500 mils of just regular water. Now, you may joke about this, but this is considered one way how you can create jailhouse hooch, because obviously there's going to be limitations on what is available whenever you're in the pen, of course. So, but this is one way of trying to create your own fermentation product here, even if you don't have active yeast available, or obviously if you have limited other types of ingredients too, so fruit is a great way to do this. And so we're just gonna mix this up pretty good. Again, the banana isn't, pureed or anything. You could puree it a little bit more. You could just crush it, use your hand. Just mix it up. But again, really what we're gonna rely on is the yeast that is already present in the banana fruit, okay, including that which was on the peel. And so then what you do is we're going to then pour some of this into this tube and then take a reading. So the best way to do that is just to try to be careful, obviously, with this. It's going to be quite the different kind of mixture. I'm just going to set that off to the side. We're going to end up needing it a little bit more. I'm going to extract the hydrometer, but we first need to put in some of this, fill it up a little bit, at least to the blue line, so we can get some semblance of a baseline reading that takes into account that we do in fact have a mash here, this banana mash. Then you immerse. It's going to struggle a little bit just because of the banana. And pour a little bit of this off, creating a mess along the way, of course. Just going to pour a little bit more. A better way to do this would not to have necessarily any banana in the system. We could definitely take a look at that as well. But judging by this measurement here, and it's going to be hard for you to see probably, but we need to look at the specific density, really. And so we have 3 different levels, and if you're around 1.0, that's the start of water. Specific gravity, as what it's known here, at normal conditions, room temperature and whatnot. The density obviously is much greater than that, and it's because we have banana in here. So whenever we have the banana chunks in here, the density goes way up. So what we want to do, it's about like 1.1 anyway. So what we want to do, just take it out, and again, that was just for a reference. Pour the whole slop back in there, and we're going to repeat this. We're just going to try to get very little of the banana concoction actually present in there. So then add your liquid. Is it messy? You bet it is. But that's all part of it. So if you put this there, I'm just going to put a little bit more in so that it's easier for me to read the level. And you need, again, this baseline measurement to be able to understand where you're going to be in moving forward. So again, I know roughly where I'm at. See, it doesn't even matter. You don't even have to have all the banana out. This is just a very dense mixture, right? You have sugar in there, you have some of the banana fruit juices and solids that have made it into the solution. You have the water, of course, which is naturally giving rise to some, actually the majority of the density, right? So I'm looking at this. This is still about, let's say about 1.1. So I think we're gonna stop there and we're gonna let this ferment for a bit, and then we will come back. We'll give it some time, maybe even a week or so, and then we'll remeasure. And we will figure out where we're at with respect to the alcohol and the fermented product by virtue of just having the yeast that had resided on the banana peel and maybe that which was actually on the banana.